Hi, fourth graders. All right, so this week for reading, we're going to focus on identifying the characters, the setting, and the plot of our stories. So we're going to track, what happens in our stories, the problems, how the problems are solved. We'll always continue to do that in fictional texts, and we're also going to touch on the theme. So, what things the characters learned in our story. So I'm going to read a short passage to you here, and I'm going to share this on your Google Classroom. It's called A Tricky Monkey, and it's about a monkey who lives in a rainforest. And we're going to track the events that happen in the story, the parts of the plot, and then we're also going to look at the theme. Okay, A Tricky Monkey. Kojo the monkey lived in the rainforest. There were lots of monkeys in Kojo's part of the forest. Kojo had many brothers and sisters. That was good because Kojo had many monkeys to play with. But Kojo liked to get attention too. That was hard to do with so many monkeys around. One day, Kojo decided to play a trick on the other monkeys. Leopard, Kojo cried. A leopard's coming. The monkeys scrambled. They climbed up to the highest tree branches. They shook with fear. Leopards like to eat monkeys. Kojo laughed. Ha! Just kidding, he said. Kojo's Aunt Amma scolded him. Nobody likes a liar, Kojo. Kojo felt bad for a little while, but he soon got bored. A few days later, he did it again. Leopard, Kojo cried. A leopard's coming. The monkey scrambled again. Kojo laughed. Ha! Just kidding again, he said. His Aunt Amma shook her head. Be careful, Kojo. Nobody will believe anything you say if you keep this up. The monkeys were all pretty upset with Kojo. They ignored him. Kojo sat in a tree branch, bored and lonely. Then he saw a shadow on the ground. A hungry-looking leopard padded across the rainforest floor. Leopard! Leopard! A leopard's coming for real this time, Kojo yelled. None of the monkeys paid attention. The leopard was headed right for them. Kojo knew what he had to do. Here, leopard, over here, he yelled. The leopard chased Kojo. Kojo climbed up to the highest branches. The other monkeys now saw the leopard, and they climbed into the trees too. The leopard could not climb as high as the monkeys. She gave up and walked away. Kojo was relieved. The other monkeys were glad that Kojo had tried to save them. They forgave him for lying and played with him again, and Kojo became someone they could trust. So now I'm going to go down here and I'm going to think, all right, well, the plot is the things that happened in the story. So what were some of the events that happened in the story? Kojo lied and said a leopard was coming. So that he would get attention rather than all the other monkeys. So that's a specific thing that happened. And when we think about the theme of that, we want to think, well, what does that mean? What does that mean to the character? He lied and said that a leopard was coming so that he would get attention. I think that Kojo wants attention from the older monkeys, or I don't know, maybe they're all his brothers and sisters. I'm not sure. But that gets us to our final theme. So if we think about continuing with things that happen, when a leopard actually comes, okay, when a leopard actually comes, Kojo has to distract, right? Has to distract the leopard himself because now nobody believes him. Has to distract the leopard himself and risk his life. And no one believes him, so he has to risk his own life now. Okay, I'm going to add another row to this, insert row below, and I'm going to say that the theme here, I think, is honesty, and I think that's the lesson that this character learns. So that's how we would compare the things that happened in the story, the plot, with the theme, the overall idea. So the theme is honesty. And we're going to continue working on theme